New this morning, a man is in the hospital after an overnight shooting in West Phoenix.
Yeah, so this happened in the area of 21st Avenue and Van Buren. Let's take a look at some of the images that our photojournalist captured through the overnight hours. Phoenix police say officers found the victim with a gunshot wound. He was rushed to the hospital and is expected to survive his injuries. Still no details at this time about the suspects involved. The area of the shooting is still shut down as the investigation continues.
New this morning, a woman is dead after a late night crash in West Phoenix. Just horrific. The wreckage is heartbreaking. 43rd Avenue in Purdue. It's right near Dunlap. Phoenix police giving us an update on the crash just a few moments ago here. We know 2 cars were involved. One of the drivers, a woman, was taken to the hospital, and sadly she did not survive. We have also learned 4 children were involved in the crash. 2 were taken to the hospital. They should be okay, and 2 were not hurt. The intersection was closed for several hours overnight, but is now back open. Arizona Democratic Senators Mark Kelly and Ruben Gallego, they are warning about possible cuts to Medicaid.
Yeah, they held a town hall in the Valley yesterday afternoon. Both Kelly and Gallego claimed cuts to Medicaid would hurt those on the cusp of poverty, but also have rippling effects. Republican lawmakers say DOGE and government cuts are essential for eliminating fraud and waste. Elon Musk emphasized these moves may be necessary for these programs. However, Senator Gallego disagrees.
They wanted to do something, we could do it together. We could do it in a manner that is respectful also of these employees, 1/3 of them being veterans, and at the same time find real cuts and real waste, and actually at the same time protecting services too.
Only by tackling the waste and fraud in entitlements like Social Security, Medicare, can we actually preserve those programs for the future.
So we reached out to several Arizona Republicans at the state and national level. All were either unavailable or did not respond back to our request.
At the state capitol this morning, lawmakers will discuss a controversial bill that will require hospitals to ask patients for their citizenship status. The bill sponsors are adamant that the information will not be turned over to immigration authorities. Instead, they want it to be used to track how much the state is currently spending on health care for undocumented individuals. Those against the bill fear the government can use the information against patients, deterring them from seeking care.
This is sort of being put in the category of pro-immigration enforcement. This really isn't about immigration policy. It's about health care, and it's about people's fundamental right to access, basic medical services.
America must come first. And yes, we are a wealthy nation, but we won't remain wealthy if we keep giving everything away with no accountability.
Well, critics also fear the bill would allow the government to cut funding to hospitals with a high number of undocumented patients. Patients can choose not to answer the question, and those totals would be recorded as well.
Developing this morning, Arizona tribal members will be holding a march today at the state capitol.
It aims to shed a light on the investigation into the death of Emily Pike and other cases of missing and murdered Indigenous people. 14 years old, she was found dead just more than a month ago in Globe, just weeks after disappearing from a group home in Mesa. The San Carlos Apache tribe now offering a $75,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. But Emily was just one of the 91 Indigenous people who are now missing from Arizona, according to national data. Advocates have long raised concerns about underreporting.
That's who we're marching for, that's who we're walking for, that's who we're bringing awareness for, is all of our people.
The Gila County Sheriff's Office is creating a task force to investigate Emily's case. It includes San Carlos Apache Tribal Police, the FBI, and Mesa Police. The march begins at 11 a.m. In education headlines, the Phoenix Union High School District is looking for a new member.
Yeah, one of the governing board members, Nikita Ross, has resigned from the board. Now the board is looking to fill the role, so anyone who lives in Ward 1 can apply online by Monday of next week. Ward 1 includes Betty Fairfax and Cesar Chavez High School.
The future is here for some. This is an interesting idea here that has developed. Arizona officials approved a new charter school that is using artificial intelligence. Unbound Academy is an online charter school. It teaches with artificial intelligence. Class sizes will be equivalent to public schools. It's only for 4th to 8th grade. Students will learn for about 2.5 hours a day. Then they'll work on life skills with a human teacher.
gave Sienna and the kids in her group an opportunity to learn things that typically people don't get a chance to try and learn until they're working once they've graduated.
So enrollment is capped at a couple hundred children for next school year. They've also launched a separate AI school that will be dual language.
Well, a big win for students heading to Harvard University for the next academic year. Listen to this. The Ivy League school will offer free tuition for some students. It applies to families with incomes of less than $200,000. For families with incomes of $100,000 or less, the school will also cover housing and health services. This means 86% of American families will qualify for Harvard financial aid. Now, getting in, that's a different story.
I was just going to say passing the classes.
Yeah, right? Well, turning now to a new report that shows how Arizona could be the very first state to reach 100 years for life expectancy.
So this whole thing is based on research from DVC STEM. The average life expectancy for Arizonans could reach 100 by the year 2108. The next closest state is Virginia. That'll reach the same mark in 2116. Oklahoma, we're going to kind of have to dig into the details here. We don't quite know why it ranks last, reaching the mark at 2258. Obviously, there's some health outcomes that have to do with it. For some context here, the latest CDC data puts the average U.S. lifespan at just more than 78 years old. Arizonans live on average just shy of 80 years old.
With that being said, your retirement money may not go a long way here in Arizona. A Go Banking Rate study shows that Social Security and a $1.5 million nest egg would only last you about 34 years here in Arizona. Compare that to states like West Virginia, Kansas, Mississippi, and Oklahoma, where funds can last 50 years or more. Meanwhile, states like California, Massachusetts, and Hawaii, those were the most expensive, with funds lasting less or a little more than 20 years.
Maybe you